Into 1 and 2, Blanchard. Down low, Facino's going to roll the top side. Once again, track conditions drastically slicker as your top two go side by side into 3 and 4. Bud Kading making moves upstairs as well. He's trying to go around the outside of Chase Johnson. Move Bud Kading into third. Promoter Peter Murphy just came up and said he's not going to do any track prep till after these heat races. He thinks it looks pretty good right now. Should have a couple different grooves out there as Mitchell Facino clicks off lap number 2. Once again, these are 7-lap heat races. Top 3 cars are going to transfer. Didn't get a chance to mention that, but only the top 3 are going to head directly into the A main. Here comes the 9er Reese Getz. He'll make the pass of Chase Johnson to take over 4th. Johnson rolls the high side, gets way down low behind them, Jody Robinson. Behind that trio, Mitchell Moles trying to look for some racing room as well. Up front this time by, there's going to be 4 laps down for Mitchell Facino as he leads over Zane Blanchard and Bud Kading. Good shot there of the Western Metal Company TSG Recycling Blue, number 37, driven by Mitchell Facino. As we're going to go yellow, Ben Worth sideways on the infield of turn 4. Yellow is out. Good shot there of the Tyner Hurst Enterprises 94X, driven by Coalinga, California's Ben Worth. Drove for this team a couple years ago and then joined up with the Southern Pacific Farms team last year. Ben drove this 94 car last Saturday in Silver Dollar Speedway in Chico. As we go yellow here, we're 4 laps down, 3 to go. 37 of Mitchell Facino currently out front. Facino, as we said last year, won the Ocean Speedway Championship. He's also a 2-time Cotton Classic winner right here at Colorado Speedway. Mitchell, a 28-year-old court reporter in real life. Probably one of the only court reporters when it comes to being a sprint car driver as well. Mitchell ran 5th here back on February 20th. Once again, the heat race winners are going to join your top 5 locked-in cars from last night. So if Mitchell Facino can hang on these last 3 laps, he is going to be dash-bound. Restarting behind him, Zane Blanchard, Bud Kading, Reese Getz, and Chase Johnson. That's your top 5. Once again, only the top 3 cars are going to transfer out of these heat races. So Facino, Blanchard, and Kading currently in those lock-in spots. Mitchell's dad, Monty Facino, another longtime competitor out here in the Central Valley. Back in the days of the Rebel Cup 360 series. As we go lights out. Pace vehicle to the infield. Facino, Blanchard, and Kading. Top 3 transfers at the moment. Into 1 and 2, Jody Robinson going upstairs. She'll rock it around Mitchell Moles and Chase Johnson. Check out the 18-year-old. Jody Robinson going to stay upstairs in 3 and 4. She's got some run. Here comes the number 9 of Reese Getz looking for the transfer. He goes below Bud Kading. Bud now goes outside. Here comes Getz for 2nd. He'll get under Zane Blanchard. What a drive for Getz as Kading dips to the inside in between both of them. Bud Kading making moves in the 69. That time by 6 down, white flag is out. Bud's going to go upstairs and try and get a run on Getz off turn 2. Up front, Getz closing on your leader, Mitchell Facino. Who's it going to be for the dash spot? Off turn 4, Getz down low, Facino upstairs. Yellow is going to wave. That one is not over. Yellow is out. Ben Worth stopped in turn 2. Wow. What a race up front between Facino, Getz, and Bud Kading. Did want to wish a happy 10th birthday to John Brumley here in the grandstand somewhere with us tonight. He's a kart racer, we just found out. Happy 10th birthday. If it's your birthday out there, happy birthday. So green and white together. This is going to be an interesting race. How about the number 9, Reese Getz? He's found life in this one. Getz out of Snohomish, Washington. Familiar sight down at the Trophy Cup every season. Really get a good look at the track starting to change colors on that turn 1 camera. So who's going to get that dash spot? Can Facento hold off Getz? Or can Bud Kading make something happen? He had split both Getz and Blanchard a few laps ago in a hairy move. As we go green. Down the back straightaway, Facento leads. Getz has a run on him, though. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Facento will slide up to the top side, and he'll take the checkered flag and be dash bound. Mitchell Facento gets it done. Over Reese Getz, Bud Kading. Those are your transfers. Those top 2 still racing out there, but this one is over. I think they just wanted to go one more lap for good measure. So checkered flag out in that one. Congratulations to the Stan Greenberg-owned 37 team of Mitchell Facento. He gets the win and the dash spot. Reese Getz and Bud Kading will transfer along. Jody Robinson, Zane Blanchard, Chase Johnson, Mitchell Moles, Grant Champlin, J.J. Ringo, and Connor Donnell. DJ Carlos is checking in with us on Flow Racing. As we get set for heat race number 2 on the pole, the 2-time Chili Bowl champion out of Rutherford, driving the Works Limited 57, that's Rico Abreu. And to his outside from Hanford in the 88 in, it's DJ Netto. Did just get a call from promoter Peter Murphy. Wanted us to relay the message that the entire fairgrounds has lost water at the moment. It's a city issue, he says. So once again, the fairgrounds has lost water, unfortunately, if you're heading over to the restroom. I'm sure that affects our water truck as well, probably. Probably. So nonetheless, here we are in heat race number 2. We already read the front row. Row 2, 22 Keith Day Jr., 19 Colby Thornhill. Row 3, 38B Blake Carrick and the 18 of Jason Solwald, 6C Travis Coelho, 67 Bond Schott, 82J Steve Jaquith. The 83T of Tanner Carrick is going to be placed into heat race number 5 since he qualified out of order due to that transponder issue, so we're not going to have the 83T in here. As Colby Thornhill does a 360 in turn 2 but keeps it going. Dennis Nishaw also checking in. He's watching live on Flow Race because we go lights out. Star-studded front row, Rico Abreu and DJ Netto. That's 2 guys that will not give an inch. Once again, 7 laps, winner to the dash. Abreu jumps out to the early lead as he rolls the middle, but DJ Netto, we got cars coming together in turn 2. One car way out there is Steve Jakewith. 22 on your screen was KoT Jr. That's going to draw the yellow. So 22 of KoT Jr. stopped over there off the second corner. Keith was a winner here last season during early Kings of Thunder competition. Taking a look here at a Flow Racing replay. You see Abreu leading the pack. We'll keep our eyes on the blue 22 of KoT Jr. Got sideways and then a little bit of contact there between him and Solwald and then Travis Coelho. Steve Jakewith way out there off the corner. So a complete restart upcoming. Rico Abreu in the 57, reuniting with crew chief Paul Silva this year, driving the Works Limited 57. Rico is a former Cotton Classic winner here at the Keller Speedway and actually made his first ever sprint car start right here in Hanford back, I think that was 2011 or so 10 years ago. Rico this year won yet another preliminary night at the Chili Bowl back at Tulsa, Oklahoma, as KoT Jr. will rejoin us. So we did just get word that the city of Hanford is going to send somebody out to try and fix the issue here with the water on the fairgrounds. So we'll be getting that taken care of hopefully before too long as we go lights out once again on heat race number 2. Couldn't think 2020 could get any stranger, but 2021 is kind of starting off that way. As Abreu and Neto lead us down to the chalk stripe. Into 1 and 2, Colby Thornhill going upstairs. He'll try and drive around Blake Carrick, but Carrick's now under DJ Neto. Carrick catfishing down low. Neto upstairs with the 14-year-old Thornhill right behind him. Lap 1 led by Rico. Blake Carrick tippy-toeing down there on the bottom side. Behind him, DJ Neto, Colby Thornhill, and Jason Solwald. Top 3 cars moving on to the big dance. Here comes Thornhill looking for a run on Neto. Into 1 and 2, Blake Carrick going to try and get a little bit of that moisture down low and find a run on Rico. Off the second corner, here comes Thornhill all over Neto. 88 in and the 19. Neto going way upstairs. Thornhill down low, slipping out to the middle. Up front, Carrick still relentlessly running that bottom side with Rico upstairs as Thornhill slides Neto for third. Neto back after him. Good stuff here in this one. Blake Carrick all over Rico Abreu for the lead. Once again, that's the oh-so-important dash spot. 4 laps down, 3 to go. Blake Carrick inches a nose in front momentarily. Rico with the better drive upstairs, though. He'll maintain the lead. Carrick in second, Neto third. Colby Thornhill and Jason Solwald. That's your top 5. 2 laps to go. Abreu still upstairs. Blake Carrick down low. Just about 5 car lengths separate those two. This time by the white flag is going to wave. Does Blake Carrick have any last lap magic in him? Through 1 and 2 for the final time. Good run that time for Rico. He heads down the back straightaway, looking to put the Works Limited 57 into tonight's dash. Off turn 4, checker flag waves, give it to Rico Abreu. Second goes to Blake Carrick. Third, DJ Neto. Fourth, Colby Thornhill. This track's definitely starting to change. Jason Solwald rounds out your top 5. So there you have it on your Flow Racing TV screen at home. Rico Abreu wins heat race number 2 over the 38B of Blake Carrick. 88 in DJ Neto get those transfer spots. Behind them, Colby Thornhill, Jason Solwald, Vaughn Schott, Keith Day, Steve Jakewith, and Travis Coelho. Heat race number 3 making its way out onto the track. Lineup looks like this on the pole. Out of Clovis, we find the 41 of Corey Day. And to his outside, the car that looks very similar to this one, the 41S tonight, is Dominic Selzy out of Fresno. Row 2 to the inside will be the 10F of Jared Faria from Tipton. To his outside, out of Tracy, we find the Country Builders Construction 88. It's Kyle O'Phil. Third row to the inside, out of Raymond, Washington. Number 8 is Devin Borden. To his outside, last night's hard charger in the main event, 7C out of Clarksburg, is Justin Cox. Next row to the inside in the 28 out of Easton, it'll be Michael Pombo. To his outside from Fargo, North Dakota, 14T is Tim Estenson. Final row to the inside out of Snohomish, Washington, 10C is Chance Crum. And to his outside from Fresno, that is Cohen Shaw. So 10 cars ready for 7 laps here in heat race number 3. Corey Day and Dominic Selzy, a pair of 41s up there on the front row. So heat race number 3 lining up over there on the back straightaway. Once again, 41 Corey Day, 41S Dominic Selzy, 10F Jared Faria, 88 Kyle O'Phil, number 8 Devin Borden, 7C Justin Cox, 28 Michael Pombo, 14T Tim Estenson, 10C Chance Crum, and 88K Cohen Shaw. Lights are out. So the 15-year-old son of Ronnie Day going to lead us down in this one. Corey Day last year picked up $6,000 by winning a non-wing micro race over in Lemoore back in October. To his outside, Dominic Selzy, winner here last season during the tribute to Maury Williams. He won one of the Twin 20s. Also won last Friday at Kern County Dirt Track. 41 and the 41S. Faria and O'Phil in row 2. Into the first set of corners, Dominic Selzy slides up to the high side. He'll lead the field. As we take a look at Jared Faria dipping to the inside of Justin Cox. Those two side by side behind him, Michael Pombo. Corey Day and Kyle O'Phil now coming after Day. Into turn 1, look at the 88 go. Kyle O'Phil punches his ticket into second, but he's got Justin Cox coming after him. Cox under both Day and O'Phil. Move the C&M Motorsports 7C up to second. Justin last night finding a bad bar for much of the night before they changed it prior to the feature. He then went on to go from 23rd to 13th. Here comes Michael Pombo looking racy out there in the Sean Quinn 28. Pombo moves forward. He gets underneath O'Phil. Move him into the fourth spot. Pombo now going to work on Corey Day. Up front, Dominic Scelzi is gone. He's checked out, got the wing in the trunk as Justin Cox is up in smoke in turn 2. Tough break for the 7C. We'll see if we stay green, and we don't. Yellow flag is going to come out here with, looks like 3 laps down. So tough break for the C&M Motorsports 7C. Justin Cox was running in second. He'll now head into the pit area. We'll see if he goes to the work area or back to the trailer. Dominic Scelzi is your leader in the 41S. He has been checked out prior to that yellow. He was up by nearly 3 seconds. And how about the 28 of Michael Pombo? Fine run so far. He's got the cheering section here once again tonight. He's doing a fabulous job in that Quinn racing machine. Restarting behind him will be Corey Day, 41, 88 Kyle O'Phil, 10F Jared Faria. Followed by Cohen Shaw, Chance Crum, Devin Borden, and Tim Estenson. Scelzi back upstairs in the Scelzi Enterprises 41S. He rockets away from the rest of the field. Jared Faria looking down to the inside of Kyle O'Phil. That time by 4 laps down for Scelzi. Lap time that Scelzi just turned to 16.367, just to give an idea of how much slicker it is tonight. One of the cars last night actually got into the 12-second bracket during heat race competition. Scelzi already up by 2.5 seconds out front in that 41S. Last season, Dominic spent a lot of time on the road, so this should be kind of like a homecoming for him with this track style. Dominic last season picked up an All-Star Circuit of Champions win in Chatham, Louisiana, the home of Reggie. That race was on Flow Racing. Michael Pombo still rolling the bottom side in the second position, followed by Corey Day in the final transfer. Behind them, Jared Faria as the checkered flag is going to wave for Dominic Scelzi. He dominates this one. Michael Pombo, nice job in second, and Corey Day, your final transfer. Well, nobody had anything for that guy in this one. Dominic Scelzi wins by 3.5 seconds over the field. But how about Michael Pombo in second? He's in the main event. Nice job by the 28. 41X now. We see the X on his car. Corey Day was your final transfer. Followed by Jared Faria, Kyle O'Phil, Cohen Shaw, Devin Borden, Chance Crum, Tim Estenson, and Justin Cox. So Dominic Scelzi punches his ticket into the dash. So heat race number 4 up next. Lineup looks like this on the pole out of Colfax. Driving the Mike Fulps Metalworks. 56, that is Willie Croft. And it was outside a top 10 finisher last night from Kalinga. 33 is Tucker Worth. Row 2 to the inside out of Reading. We find the 2XM of Max Mitri. On his outside from Snohomish, Washington, 91 is Chase Getz. Third row to the inside out of Templeton, California. The 3K is Caleb Montgomery. To his outside from Concord, 88A is Joey Ancona. Row 4 to the inside out of Castro Valley, California. The 7P is Jake Final row to the inside out of Visalia, 88V Jace Vanderweerd, and the 3M out of Campbell, that is Adam Kading. So 10 cars once again for 7 laps. Top 3 transfer, winner automatically to the dash. Next event on tap here at Keller Speedway will be Saturday night, April 12th. That'll feature the Kings of Thunder winged 410 sprint cars. I believe we have non-wing 360s that night as well with the USAC West Coast Series. Have to double check that though. Everything's still kind of on a week-by-week basis down here in the Kings County area. Looks like everyone out there in the grandstands is doing a great job of physically distancing from other groups. Once again, please try and do that as much as you can. So 56 Willie Croft had a lot of bad luck last night. Didn't get a chance to run his heat race or qualify. Tonight he's fast time here in heat race number 4. Willie, a former winner of the Dave Bradway Jr. Memorial, the Mini Gold Cup, the Trophy Cup. Several big wins to Willie's credit. Double down now, 49 years of age we have marked down. He'll go alongside the 33 at Tucker Worth. 2XM Max Mitri, 91 of Chase Getz. They're in row 2. Caleb Montgomery, Joey Anconi, your top 6. Cars going everywhere down there through 1 and 2. One of the cars over the edge as the yellow lights are going to come on. No start. No start is the call in heat race number 4. Well, 56 Willie Croft going back to row 2, as is Tucker Worth, it looks like. Getting word over the radio, it sounds like Tucker Worth is not penalized, but we'll check. 33 at Tucker Worth is still supposed to be up there. It sounds like only the 56 has been deemed to have started too early. So the 33 of Worth should be going back in front of Getz. There we go. So that moves the 2XM of 15-year-old Max Mitri up to the pole. Last weekend was very impressive up at Silver Dollar Speedway during the Silver Cup. He'll now go alongside Tucker Worth. Mitri gets the jump. Willie Croft back up into second already. We'll see if Willie can get a run on the high side over Mitri. Down the back straightaway, Gary goes the 91 of Chase Getz up into third. Joey Ancona upstairs as well, looking for some room. He's around Caleb Montgomery, now dipping to the inside of Tucker Worth. Joey the Rocket Ancona up to fourth in the 88A. Into turn 3, here comes Ancona for the transfer spot. He's got it. Check out the 16-year-old going to work. Ancona up into third, gets back to fourth. Tucker Worth in fifth. Here comes the 10L of Brock Limley as well. Getz and Worth now side by side off turn 2. That's the battle for fourth on the Speedway. Worth upstairs, Getz down low. Down the front stretch, Getz has it. Here with 3 laps down, Max Mitri leading Willie Croft. 0.7 of a second last time by. Mitri rolling the bottom, sliding out towards the middle. Willie Croft running a higher line on the track. That time by 3 to go. Mitri now extending his lead over Willie Croft. Mitri now in his second full season of wing sprint car racing. As we said last weekend, picked up a runner-up on opening night of the Silver Cup in Chico. Another one of these young lions out here in California that's vastly improving. Track conditions continue to change as heat race competition goes on. This time by the white flag is going to wave. Top 2 running the top side. Third running Joey Ancona down low. As he heads down the back straightaway for the final time. Checkered flag in his sights. Heat race number 4 is going to go to Max Mitri. He's making the dash tonight. Second to Willie Croft. Third to Joey Ancona. So how about it, everyone, for the 15-year-old driver out of Reading? Max Mitri wins heat race number 4 over Willie Croft and Joey Ancona. Your final 2 transfers, Tucker Worth, Brock Limley, 4th and 5th. Heat race number 5 quickly on the Speedway. On the pole, driver out of Pingrove. We find the 38 will be Colby Johnson. To the outside from San Jose in the Roth Motorsports number 83, it's TK Tim Kading. Johnson and Kading, row 1. Row 2, to the inside out of Riverdale, we find the 67G is Grant Dunkirken. To his outside in the 36, that's going to be Craig Stidham. Row 3, to the inside out of Morgan Hill, 3T Nick Ringo. To the outside from Wilton, 87 Ashlyn Rodriguez. Next row to the inside out of Lincoln, 83T Tanner Carrick. And to his outside, the 2X is Robbie Price. Final 3 starters, the 5 of Cole Donnell, 3P Davey Pombo, and 78 Mark Barroso. talked last night about some of the people that we've lost recently. Art Bonet and Moose Lacey this week, just finding out that Gay Carmichael, longtime journalist, passed away on March the 9th. Our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to Walt and the entire Carmichael family. And it looks like we are going lights out for the final Kings of Thunder heat race of the night. Getting word that it sounds like the water issue has been fixed, so the bathroom should be working here momentarily. And that should give a chance for the water truck to get filled up for a little bit of track prep coming up at some point. Nevertheless, Colby Johnson and Tim Kading going to lead us down your final heat race of the night for the Kings of Thunder 360s. Four cars throw a blanket over him up front. Down low, Grant Dunkirken will lead the field. Here comes Tanner Carrick down low, making moves. Colby Johnson, Craig Stidham, and Tim Kading all going at it off turn 4. Look at that. What a shot by Mike DeHogue. 4 distinct lines down the front straightaway. Robbie Price in the 2X as well, part of that battle. Up front, Grant Dunkirken is checked out, though, the 67G. Tim Kading rolling the bottom side in second, followed by Tanner Carrick. Craig Stidham up top in that 36. He's going to roll the high line through 1 and 2. Behind him, Robbie Price, Nick Ringo, and Ashlyn Rodriguez. Side-by-side battle for third. Tanner Carrick and Craig Stidham. Carrick going to slide up in front of Stidham. They race down the front straightaway. Stidham now goes to the inside. Stidham ducking through the middle of Carrick. Those two going at it for third. That's the final transfer. This time by, there'll be 4 laps down and 3 to go. Grant Dunkirken leading Tim Kading at the stripe by 2.5 seconds. Good shot there of the Riverdale driver. Dunkirken, the 2017 National 305 Sprint Car Rookie of the Year, doing an outstanding job in this one. Tim Kading and Tanner Carrick second and third. Those are your 2 more transfer cars. Behind them, Craig Stidham and Robbie Price. 2 laps to go. This time by the white is going to wave for Dunkirken. Top 3 cars still solid. Craig Stidham trying to find a little bit of grip upstairs in his pursuit of Tanner Carrick. Up front, though, it's all about Dunkirken. He rides the low line down to the checkered flag. Grant Dunkirken is dash bound tonight. He'll win heat race number 5 over TK Tim Kading. Third place will go to Tanner Carrick. So heat race action is complete tonight for the Kings of Thunder 360s. How about it for Grant Dunkirken, the winner of the final heat race? He did a fine job. He'll punch his ticket into the dash later on over Tim Kading and Tanner Carrick, your 3 transfer cars. Behind them, Craig Stidham, Robbie Price, your top 5.